Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I've launched something, so I kind of wanted to hop on here, share a bit of my personal story that everybody doesn't really know about, and explain why I've launched what I've launched and see if it can help any of you. So many of you know I started my career in investment banking. I also worked in private equity, but back in 2012, I launched one of the first AI companies in the beauty industry. Bootstrapped it, grew it to 32 million customers at the time, and then I built also a B2B company. It was an enterprise sales, selling AI software to pharmacies and retailers. And so I was in the whole entrepreneurship AI journey for about 13 years. This is way before ChatGPT and things like that. So why am I telling you this? Because on the outside, what things look like and what was actually happening inside was very different. So on the outside, I won the AI Award for Europe, which I'm still very proud about, beating companies like Accenture. My company or myself were quite a lot in the press, just organically. And I remember even during COVID, it was mentioned as one of the top 5 places to shop in the Financial Times. I was speaking as a keynote speaker in Paris, San Francisco, sometimes about 2,000 people, heads of FTSE 100 companies. And yeah, I won the AI award or other awards at the UK Parliament, and all this stuff looked just amazing and great, all this stuff. But the reality is, things were not great. I was so overworked. I was burnt out twice. I lost my engagement. And more importantly, I was on heart medication for 6 months. And I was even wearing a heart monitor for like 7 days to 10 days. And it was quite scary. Like, my family didn't live. I'm from Luxembourg. At the time I was living in London. And I was like, what the hell am I doing in my life? And when you have your own business or, you're a senior executive in a big corporate company, you feel like your work is like your baby and it's who you are. It's such a big part of your identity. And I just knew I had this vision and I wanted to grow, but everything, like my health went down. And what happens is that, you're fundraising, you're managing a team, and then sometimes people from your team don't show up, and some are amazing, but there's always some issues. And there's just a lot always going on, and everything is priority. And what happens, an entrepreneurial journey can be really lonely and challenging, because on the outside, everything looks rosy and shiny, because that's how you attract investors. That's how you get partnerships, customers, clients, even how you attract like the best talent. So it's a very lonely journey. Sometimes you have to be wearing a mask. And I've experienced that for a long time, like over 13 years. And being part of some founder communities, but the workload or the stress or the burnout does not decrease. So this is why I've launched an online course. There's a free webinar you can watch, learn about it more, but I've launched an online course that helps business owners or senior executives learn how to adopt AI for growth. So looking at sales and marketing. So why do I focus on growth is because I have been a VC also with launched a 250 million AI fashion fund, and I have launched multiple businesses, and I just think growth is the most important part. So if you can grow faster, the funds you have either raised or invested can last longer. The tools also helps cut costs up to nearly 90%. So that's also great. I've had a past student who closed a 6-figure client in 10 days. I've had another student who saved over $10,000 in just a couple of days. So I'll be sharing some case studies and testimonials with time. But the idea personally for me is I just wanted to help other entrepreneurs who are, real hustlers and working around the clock, get time back, get freedom back, get 2 days of, free days a week if possible, to avoid the burnout I've had. So of course AI helps with saving time and boosting revenue and cutting costs, but I think the bigger thing is also just cutting the overwhelm. So people are overwhelmed with the number of tools out there. There's a lot of, I don't know how many people here, but I am definitely guilty of it. Gone down the rabbit hole of YouTube, lots of clickbaity videos, some talking about AI agents, how to build a whole marketing team using an AI agent. Yeah, that's great, but there are AI tools that already exist that help you to do that without having to set up a whole team using an AI agent. Not that it's not great for other things. So this course does not look at LLMs like ChatGPT, Perplexity. It covers specific tools to achieve specific tasks, so it just goes a lot faster. It's curated, it's tried and tested. The tools are kept up to date and it's founder-led, so I'm not going to be teaching you these things that one sees sometimes on LinkedIn or Instagram or YouTube, like, oh, how to create an animated video of this miniature men with, I don't know, giant pizzas and I don't know, stuff like this. But what I will say, having been a founder, if this resonates with anyone, what I have seen is that we're just so overwhelmed with so much stuff and we don't have the time to test and research 1,000 tools. So what we do is we're going to do this next week, we're going to do this the week after, and then a month goes by, 3 months goes by, and it still hasn't been implemented either in your business as a solopreneur or within your team. So if you want someone to hold you accountable and within 6 weeks have this all implemented within your business and kind of hand holding you and giving you business advice at the same time, I think this webinar I have created, which is absolutely free, will be really interesting, so you can understand where you can use AI in your business within sales and marketing, because you don't know what you don't know. And then right now for the webinar, there is 50% off to join the course if that's of interest, which is just 2 hours a week. That's it. So it's very, very founder friendly. It's recorded on an online portal. And what I wanted to share, because I've just launched this and I was speaking at a couple of events last week with these entrepreneurs and CEOs, and although the talk was supposed to be an hour, I was there 4 hours. People were asking me a lot of advice and tips on different things. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pick 5 people at random. If you leave a comment below and you want me to audit your business and be like, hey, this is where I really think AI can help you a lot, putting my VC hat on, putting my founder hat on, putting my AI hat on, and you want that personalized one-to-one sort of thing, please do leave just a comment below, and I'm happy to take you through it a little bit more, not just from the webinar point of view, but also how the course could potentially help you or where you think AI can help you as well. So yeah, I've shared a bit, maybe too much of my personal story, but I just thought if there are people who are going through the struggles I went through, which you can't make very public, or you just want to upskill yourself and because you're scared of one day losing your job, please contact me if you have any questions. There's the email address on the website. If not, you can message me on this platform as well. And yeah, I just hope to be able to help as many of you, and please do share this with anyone you think it can genuinely help, because this is exactly why I'm doing this and decided not to continue the VC path. Thank you.